Hello, welcome to my weekly show, My Top Tips. Every Wednesday, 9:30 a.m. IST. I'm your host, Daman Dev Sood. Inching towards the century, and the 100th episode will be a big one. Look forward to it, please. Every week, I pick up a topic around BCM, crisis management, risk management, resilience, operational resilience, organizational resilience, cyber resilience, sustainability, environment, or anything that may be of concern to you, me, we, the society. And today is an interesting one, special one, very close to my heart about personal resilience. Microgreens for personal resilience is the topic today. Before we go into microgreens, why is resilience important? In the past, we used to say people make organizations. I made a change in this statement. I have been saying for last 4 or 5 years that resilient people make resilient organizations, which will make resilient communities and ultimately the resilient planet. So, in resilience, personal resilience plays an important role. If you look at the resilience of a person, we need to be strong physically, we need to be strong mentally and emotionally, and we need to be strong financially also. We can roughly take this in reverse order from finance to emotions to physical strength. There is also a saying that a healthy mind resides in a healthy body. So that's why the personal strength, a portion of personal resilience, is so important. And today's discussions are going to be around that, about healthy habits, building healthy body. Microgreens are young vegetable greens harvested just after the first true leaves have developed. And this may happen between 7 or more days after germination. So I'm repeating once again. First question in the mind could be, what are microgreens? By the way, this was a new word to me about 2 months ago. So it may be new to many of us. Young vegetable greens harvested or eaten or used. There's a difference between live microgreens and harvested microgreens. We'll discuss that a little later. When the first true leaves have just developed, have just emerged or come out, and this may happen or happens between 7 or more days after germination. So that's what microgreens are. They are more mature than sprouts. So there is a difference between sprouts and microgreens. Sprouts are usually known to us for long. I knew that for decades and decades. They are more Microgreens are more mature than sprouts, but younger than baby greens. Key features of microgreens include that size is about 1 to 3 inches. That's while when they are used, either harvested or consumed. What we consume is the stem and the leaves, but not the seed. And that's one of the differences with respect to sprouts. In sprouts, we eat the root as well as the seed. But here in microgreens, we do not consume the seed. We do not consume the roots. It's the stem and the leaves, fresh grown, newly grown leaves. These may be grown in soil or hydroponic mediums or coconut coir. And mostly it's in coconut teat or coir. And these are harvested by cutting the stem just before the soil line. Soil may be cocoa peat, as I said. Harvesting means while you're eating yourself or when these are being bagged. That is harvesting. Quickly popular types: broccoli, radish, pea shoots, mustard, basil, kale, and beet greens or beetroot. These are only few I have listed here. There are many. The picture has been generated by AI, so this is not the real one. If you quickly look at the nutritional benefits, when I said I started with personal resilience and then the strength, body strength, then we need to be looking at the nutritional values or benefits coming out of microgreens. These are rich in nutrients like vitamins C, E, K, beta carotene, and polyphenols. Many actually, long list. These often contain higher nutrient values than mature plants and up to 40 times in some cases. That's the value of microgreens. So this is how these are different from other plant-based nutritions that we consume. These are low in calories and high in antioxidants. So how do we consume them? That may be a question in mind. And these may be as toppings on salads and sandwiches, or garnishes in fine dining, or as nutritional boosts for health-focused meals. So basically, can be eaten raw with salads, sandwiches, almost anything. At this point, then, I would like to introduce Sattv microgreens. Sattv Microgreens is a Delhi-based startup that works on the principle of proven by science, curated and distributed by them. And this science is not necessarily by Sattva Microgreens, but by bodies like the Indian Agricultural Research Institute based in Delhi, or People's Farm, or PMC NCBI, all links available honestly shared with the audience. Or Science Direct list of different places where Sattva microgreens, slowly I'll start including me there and I'll start saying we, but as of now I'm saying Sattva microgreens business production of microgreens is based on science. So let's have a quick look at Sattva microgreens. Excuse me if it's not working well. I'm just scrolling down through the website. So the website is www.satvmicrogreens.com, a safe and secure site to open. A lot of information available there, along with blogs also. And once again, allow me a little time to Go back to my slides. Sattva microgreens we are talking about, led by Megha, one of the partners, Bhavna, a Delhi University qualified dietitian, and me as advisor, consultant, and auditor for with Sattva Microgreens. We have developed a roadmap for ourselves. Concept started in May 25, planning and setup in June 25, move to copyrights. Already copyrights have been applied, and that's where Professor Daman Dev Sood comes into picture. It was launched last week, 29th of June. Policies and quality management system are in place. So almost on day one, the QMS is ready, will be live today, will be signed today. Production and deliveries will start from end of July, beginning of August, while research and enhancement will continue. The continual improvement will happen and quality certification is targeted for end of August. Day one achievements, I would like to say is that quality policy is in place, integrated resilience policy in place, standard operating procedures in place, quality manual has been developed, copyrighted, applied for. So we'll achieve that soon. Customer delivery and customer delight process and targeted quality management system, QMS system certification by end of August 2025. If we talk a little more about Sattva microgreens, the word Sattva comes from Sanskrit, Hindi, meaning purity, essence, or the purest quality of something. In Indian philosophy, especially the concept of the three gunas, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. Sattva is associated with goodness, harmony, health, balance, and clarity. Sattva microgreens offer pure, natural, wholesome microgreens full of vital energy and nutritional essence. Microgreens for ailments also. Need to be careful on this, but basil can be used for heart health, anxiety, diabetes, skin glow, or helps in improving on these conditions. Broccoli for hair growth, heart health, diabetes, and thyroid support. Chia seeds for gut health, weight loss, thyroid support, and anxiety. Coriander for immune system, heart health, gut health, and skin glow. Fenugreek for heart, gut health, weight loss, diabetes, and hair loss. Mustard for blood pressure, thyroid support, detox, and anxiety. Radish for weight loss, blood pressure, and gut health. And sunflower for depression, immune system, skin glow, hair growth. Wheatgrass for anxiety, gut health, weight loss, and depression. The word of caution here is that these are not medicines. We need to be very clear about this. Sattva microgreens is very clear about it. While all the concept of Sattva microgreens, existence of Sattva microgreens is based on science, proven by science, curated and delivered by Sattva microgreens. These are not medicines. We don't make any such claim. And these are to be used as add-ons or supplements in regular diets. So start slow and make these part of your regular diets. That's what we recommend. And because prevention is better than cure. If you have any questions about this topic today, the microgreens for personal resilience, or Sattva microgreens in particular, please feel free to write to me and I'll be happy to respond. This is your host, Daman Daman Dev Sood, logging off from my weekly show, my top tips, inching towards a century, which will be a big show, big episode. I look forward to seeing you all every Wednesday and in that 100th episode also. Thank you. Bye bye.